Hello, good evening. Welcome to today's live stream. I hope you are all doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in. I see my co-host is in the chat. I see Batsway waiting. Amazing waiting, Grace Marco. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you're all doing well. You had a wonderful day wherever you're watching me from. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. Shiroh Wa Sweden says, welcome. Yeah, you can tell me where you're watching me from. Those in the bush, you can come in the chat. Welcome. We are live, and today we are having a very special segment today. Uh, we are having our guest, Shiroh Wa Sweden, who will be joining me in a moment. And thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sorry for those who had already come in the chat, who are waiting for this chat. We were supposed to start at 8 p.m., but due to unavoidable circumstances, we were forced to push it forward with 30 minutes. And now we are here. So, like I promised you before, that I'm going to start a special segment. I'm still figuring out the best name to use, but it is a special segment where we'll be having interviews or I'll be hosting guests on my channel, and they'll be taking us through their journey in life, because what I believe is that everybody has story to tell. As they say, every successful person has a story to tell, and it's true. Grace is in the chat. Sharo, mambo, VP host. Poa sana. Sis Grace, how you doing today? Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome. Yeah, my co-host is in the chat. She'll be joining us in a moment, but I just wanted to do an introduction of this segment, and I'm glad that we're having this today, because I already promised you that we are going to have this special segment that I'll be hosting guests on my channel, and I believe that everyone has a story to tell. So even me, I'm here, but I have a lot of things to tell, or a lot of story. Mwamwa kiasi. Oh, pole. Those who don't know mwamwa, it means she's sick. Yeah, so our first guest is Shiroh Wa Sweden. Mafua vipi? Naendelea poa kabisa, nashukuru. Yeah, so Shiroh Wa Sweden is our amazing sister from Kenya, but currently she's in Sweden. So she'll be joining us in the on the panel, and yeah, we'll be just vibing, and she'll be taking us through her journey in life. Yeah, her upbringing up to the point that she decided to relocate to Sweden, and she'll tell us her journey, the challenges, and the things that we can learn from her. And I'm very sure that maybe by the end of this segment, you'll be, encouraged. You'll have grasped one or two things from her, which will be very helpful to our lives. So, my co-host or my guest, if you're there, you can join. If you're there, you can join, so that we can start this segment. And guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome all. So it's a special day today that I'm starting this segment, and maybe as we go on, we'll suggest even more nice names for this. But in general, the guests will be taking us through their journey in life. That's why if you look at the thumbnail today, is the journey featuring Shiroh Wa Sweden. Yeah, I was thinking about the safari episodes, because safari means journey. Safari is Swahili name for journey. Kwa sana mako karibuni. Yeah. Safari means journey. That's my surname, but I wanted to use that, like Safari episodes. Yeah, so I'm still looking for the best name to use for this segment. Yeah, but generally that is what we are going to do, or that is what we'll be doing in this segment. Yeah. So those in the bush, you can join us in the chat, tell us where you're watching us from. You can say hi to us as we wait for our guests to join the panel. And if there's anyone who is new in this channel, my name is Dida Safari. I'm the owner of this channel, and I'm a Kenyan citizen by birth. As you can see, the bracelet that I'm wearing here is the flag of Kenya. Yeah, so that's me. That's me. That's me. That's me. That's me. Yeah. So we are waiting for our guest. Our guest, if you can hear me, I hope you guys you can hear me clearly. I hope you can hear me clearly. Confirm if you can hear me clearly. Confirm if you can hear me clearly. And our guest, if you're having a problem maybe to join the panel, you can let me know. Maybe I can send you a new link. Yeah, so it's not like one of those serious interviews, but we're just here to have fun and get to know more about our guest. Yeah, and in the process, learning some things from our guest. Danny Boy Taurus, what do you want? Just like my live stream and stay there. What do you want to talk about? All right, I'm having a guest. I'm waiting for someone here, sister who is my guest. Yeah, we just want to talk about her life. Her life. She's a sister from Kenya, but currently she's in Sweden. So we just want to know her journey in life and how she was able to relocate to Sweden and how the life is in Sweden. Yeah, it's like general life. That's why you see the thumbnail is written the journey. Yeah, that's what we are going to talk. Okay, cool. I'll tune in. All right, all right. Shiroh Wa Sweden, you're waiting for you. Welcome, guys. Yeah, we are waiting for you. You can join. I'm waiting for you. We are waiting for you. Welcome, Danny. Welcome, Danny. All right, all right. Where are you watching me from, Danny Boy Taurus? Where are you watching me from? You can tell us where you're watching me from. Shiro, you can just click the link and it will bring you here. New York. All right. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So New York is tuned in here. The USA is well represented. I see Kenya. I see Uganda. Batsway was here. Uganda. Shiroh Wa Sweden represent Kenya and Sweden. Yeah, that's nice. I see 5 people watching. Welcome, welcome, guys. And please be sure to like the live stream as you come in. Like the live stream as you come in. And you? I am from Kenya. I'm from Kenya, but currently I'm in Kuwait. I'm in Kuwait. Yeah, but I'm a Kenyan. I am a Kenyan. I'm a Kenyan. African. Shiro, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Please join if you can hear me. Hmm. Shiro, I sent you the link earlier, but let me resend it to you. I sent the link to you, Shiro. If you can hear me, I sent the link. I had already sent the link to you. So I have sent the link again. Please click the link, it will bring you here. Okay, yes. I had already sent you the link in the morning. Maybe you didn't see it, but I sent it again. All right. Just come on the panel, Shiro. Come on the panel. Come on the panel. Earlier on, I removed all the jackets. I removed all the jackets. So because you had not featured in my live, that's why you are gray. But now you are in blue. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on the panel. Come on the panel. So that we don't waste a lot of time. We need to hear the nuggets. We need to hear the story. Yeah. Did you get the link? Did you get the link, Shiro? No, I mean Shiro, the person who is supposed to come on the panel. Just click the link on your WhatsApp, Shiro. It will bring you here. Okay, okay, yeah. So I see 7 people watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are waiting for our guest. We are waiting for our guest to come on the panel. All right. So she will tell us more about herself, but Shiroh Wa Sweden is our sister from Kenya, but currently she's in Sweden, and we want to know more about her and her life and how she relocated to Sweden. Yeah, it's not one of those serious interviews, but we're just coming to vibe. She's one of us. We normally meet with her on the streets. Yeah, and at the same time, we are supporting each other to grow our channels. And yeah, I hope at the end of the session you'll learn something and you'll be motivated, even if maybe you're planning to relocate. Yeah, you'll be having a know-how of what is happening, like the process, or the pathway that she used to relocate, and even the challenges. Sometimes we plan to travel or to relocate to other countries, but we don't know the challenges that people or foreigners normally face in those countries. So it's good also, if you're going to a foreign country, it's good to know what to expect in those countries, right? So for us, that we have someone who is in Sweden, she can paint the general picture of the country, how the country is, and how the locals relate with visitors or new people or foreigners. And if you want to relocate, like what are the things that you should expect, like in terms of challenges. Yeah. All right, I see our guest is here. At the stage. Yes.
was a senior, sijui vizuri ndo hii
Our
mara ya
guest
kwanza
is
kufanya
here.
live na
Our guest
seniors.
is here. Our guest is here. Yes, welcome, 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 Shiroh.
Asante. Habari zenyu?
So how you doing today?
I'm doing fine. What about you guys? I'm doing very fine. Just niko busy na masomo, lakini niko almost, niko there. Niko tu bado tu hivi, nimalize.
Tunaelewa. Karibu. Welcome. Nice to have you here.
Thank
I
you.
was like, hey, will Shiroh really come on the panel?
Nitakuja kwani imagine si mara yangu ya kwanza kuingia hapa live.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at least today you are making history being on the panel for the first time on my channel.
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice. Karibu sana. I see Grace in the chat, Danny Boy Taurus, Batsway was here, and I see 5 people watching. So, guys, my name is Dida Safari. I'm the host and the owner of this channel. Today, I'm hosting Shiroh Wa Sweden. So we want to know, who is Shiroh Wa Sweden? Before we proceed to know the journey, we want to know, who is this host? Who is Shiroh?
My names are Esther Wanjiru Gasheru, a mother of 3 and a single parent.
I hope you can hear her clearly, because let me try to see if my earphones are working.
I'm a single parent and a mother of 3. 2 girls and 1 boy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, that's nice. I was like, oh, maybe these earphones will not pass. Oh, that's nice. So, and I didn't hear your introduction. So,
I'm saying my name is Esther Wanjiru Gasheru, a mother of 3, 2 girls and 1 boy, and also a single parent living in Sweden, but I'm a Kenyan born.
oh, so that's our guest. Okay. And I like that. Okay. So, if you can think for us, you know, picture of life in Kenya, especially family.
Sikusikii, zinatetemeka. Now, good.
Okay, so I'm saying, if you just tell us a little about your family back in Kenya. We want to know your family setup, because before we understand the journey of how you relocated to Sweden, we just want to know where you are from, if you are from those posh families, or because maybe there's someone there who is from the poor families, and it's like, oh, can I relocate to another country? Yeah, we want to just know that like your family, just a little bit of your family setup in Kenya.
Where do I start with? So, I'm born of a dysfunctional family. My mom was a single parent, and she was a well-up mom because she used to do a lot of businesses. And I found myself living in Kenya, Mombasa. There is where I was born and raised. And my mom used to live in place called Water in Shanzu. They were married with my dad. I don't know what happened. Not married, but come, we stay there the routine. We don't have to have the veil or what, is just come and stay. But after when I was in 1 year and a half, I think they separated and they went in their separate way. So my mom was I remained with my mom and she raised me, but because she was busy, she used to leave me with her sister, a big sister called Mary, that lived in Nairobi. I grew up there, but my mom used to live in Mombasa. My mom never came from Mombasa. My mom came from Nakuru. So where she came from a very poor family, very humble family. Let me just use humble family. And someone just took her because of the way she saw her. She was clever, and how the things that she does, you could see that she has a potential in her. So she was taken from Nakuru and taken to Mombasa to stay with this family. So the family that I call my grandfather, and the grandfather that I know, that is called Mzee Karanja, living in Mombasa, and he was the headmaster or the principal. I don't know if he's the headmaster or the principal of Shimolatewa. By now he retired long time ago, and he ventured into businesses. So that's how I know it. But my mom's family was not well off at all. I was raised in boarding schools and my auntie's places, because of mostly my mom used to travel a lot because of businesses. But my dad's family, they are very rich, people who have money, people who smell money, people who have money. But I have never tasted anything to do with that money. Dida, back to you.
Money of your own. So that's something of the past. Yeah. So what about your schooling? Now that we know a bit of your family, what about your schooling up to the point that you decided to relocate?
Okay, so I started schooling back in Nairobi, in Kawangware, in a nursery school that I can't remember, because I used to live with my auntie when I was so small. And then my mom took me back and took me to Shanzu Teachers College Nursery School. I can never forget about that. There is a Shanzu Teachers College Nursery School. And then after coming from Shanzu Teachers Nursery School, I went to Shimolatewa Primary, but I didn't stay for long. I only went class 1 and 2. And then class 3 is when I was taken to Likoni Ujamaa boarding school. A school was called Inuka Academy in Msambweni. After there was clashes. I can't remember which year. Clashes in Likoni. We call it Kayabombo. And then after there, we were taken to Bamburi because of the fights, the people that were being killed those time. So we were taken to Bamburi school. We mixed and we started studying there. Afterwards, we now the owner of the school that it was in Msambweni Likoni relocated his school to his home area, Kisumu. So there is where I went my whole primary school. So I can understand Doluo, but I cannot talk. So after high school, after primary, from class 6 to 8, I graduated. And then I was called two schools, St. Mary's and Alwar Girls. I chose Alwar Girls because most of my classmates went there. But St. Mary's, as people they know in Kisumu, is for Chopis. So afterwards, after coming from Alor Girls, because of difficulties of water and everything, I was taken to Kinale High. There is where I started studying, but now already my mom had difficulties with money when I moved there, so I really deteriorated with my studies, but I stayed there up to my form 4. Yes. Dida, back to you.
To count the number of schools you went to. Hey. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
so after,
I hope you guys you are following Malkia Africana. I see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Grace, I see you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Grace was saying, hey, Shiro, lakini unanuka pesa hata. Unafaa kusema amen to that.
amen. But my mom
Yeah.
also in her family was the one who had money, so maybe niombe na mimi nipate pesa.
Okay, so we are following the journey up to the point that you had finished Form 4. So
Yeah.
those who are in the chat and they speak Doluo. Our guest today says she understands Doluo, but she can't speak it. So you can even say hi to her in Doluo. Yes. So what next after that? Now you finished school. We want to understand how, you went about life after high school and up to the point you decided to relocate. And there's a point you said you are a mother of 3. We don't know if you got those kids in Kenya, because maybe there's someone there who wants to understand, like, okay, if I want to relocate to a certain country, how will I go about, my kids? Maybe they have a family, something like that.
So I'll start by saying, after I finished my 4th form, I met the father of my son. After, because I was still naive and nice, after high school, by those times, as you are not allowed to have boyfriends, and that time when you have a boyfriend, you have finished school, you take every opportunity that you get. So for me, I met the father of my son to the family friend where I told you that my mom was taken in. He was one of them there. He was one of the family, one of the members, one of their member of family member, one of their family member. Kizungu sio mdomo yangu, sio mdomo changu.
Kizungu si mdomo chetu, just carry on.
So after we met and had finished up my high school, now I was just like trying to go to college. I went to Afia Center. There's a college, because I didn't have enough money. I was still like getting educated by what my mom had left me, because my dad that time had rejected me. And what my mom had left me, the houses that my mom had left me, the houses that helped me to educate myself. So because I was taken in by my auntie, who is the sister to my dad, they never had the money to pay for me. That's what I came to understand. So what my mom left behind is what I used, is what I used. Is what I used to educate myself in hotel management. So I went to Afia Center. There was a certain hotel and management college. I did that, and I did one language. I did Spanish, but I didn't complete. The reason being is because I didn't have enough money, and also I was chasing also my dreams. I just wanted to work with something. I wanted to have my own money. So, and also where I was living, I was not happy. I was not happy. So I was living at my aunt's house, but I wasn't happy with everything. So I was forced to just accept it and look for an alternative that I could do. So I started thinking of doing some jobs. And back in Kenya, you could be employed at hotels, because hotels are quicker to get employment, as long as you have that beauty and you can balance the tray. So I went to South African Safari Club. I have worked there, and I stayed there. And but before I started working, I met the father of my son there, and then I went back to Nairobi because I wasn't living in Nairobi, in Mombasa. Now I just came to look I came to just look after my mom's house when I came, because they were in Mombasa and I used to live now in Nairobi with my auntie. So when I went back is when we met with each other and we started talking, and love grew, first love, us women, when you have first love, you become like a stupid thing. So we met, and then when I went back, and then is when when I was in Nairobi is when I decided, oh, it's good for me to just go back in Mombasa, because there's still a lot of opportunities. I can work there, I can do what. So when I came to Mombasa, I started living with him, but having my room in my mother's home, because my mom had left me a house that was self-contained. So I had just done petition on those rooms and gave to people to live in. So I had a house, but I used to be at my boyfriend every time. So that's how I started, and I started like modeling. I went to modeling, uh, and I went to a lot of competitions, a lot, because I was fitted. I was so long. I was tiny. I was, everything that models they wanted. That's what I had. So I was taken in. I went at Bobolulu workshop. I was working for them. We have really like worked so much with Bombolulu. I don't know if they see me, I don't know if they can even remember me. If they see me like this big, they can say, I don't know if they will they'll just deny me. No, this is not you, until I show them this is me. So that's how I came to work at Bombolulu and relocated to Mombasa. So when I relocated to Mombasa, and then after 3 years, because I was still working, I was not in a rush of starting a family. For me, my life was superb. I was just having fun, going, and every time you just go, you just like traveling, because modeling is really fun. So I used to travel a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. So this time when I was traveling, the mother of my ex liked me a lot, because after I met, he introduced me to the mom, and the mom just liked me and started now like asking us how long we have been together. And out of naiveness, I just said, no, we've lived like 3 years. And then now she started like getting worried, like and I like thinking of having a family. And for me, I wasn't so ready, but something just happened. I got pregnant. So when I got pregnant, I became sick, and then we had separated. When we separated, and I was pregnant, and then I got so sick, so sick. So he came back. We could reconciled, and then we had my son. I was so sick. Pregnancy is not an easy journey for me. For me, I don't know. For others, it's easy, but for me, all my pregnancies, I can only say that the pregnancy that I've had fun is the middle child. And the middle child is the troublesome in this house. But the rest of the pregnancies, tough pregnancies. So after my son was almost 1 year and a half, we had issues, him cheating on me. So a lot of anger and naiveness. You're young. I got lost, and then I just left everything. After leaving everything, I just got someone else brought in my home. So it's when now everything just turned against me. So I started now wanting to like wanting to restart my life. So the only thing that I could do is uh, to think of something. But this something who is going to help me now? Because now is when I'm saying no, there's nothing going to work. I have to help myself out from here. So I started now thinking about what I should do. So I used to I went back to Nairobi, live in Mombasa. I used to live in Nyali Estate. People who knows Nyali Estate, I used to live with my hubby in Nyali Estate. My hubby was a driver, but the matatu was theirs. So it was like a business. We used to have a business. And for me, I used to have my mom's rent house. So we were living very comfortably, and we lived in an estate. So you can just imagine that life ruined just like that. And it wasn't easy for me. So I was so depressed. I went back to Nairobi, talked to my aunties, and I told my auntie, now auntie, I want to go to outside country. My aunties were like looking at me and telling me that you think that Europe is for you, it's for people like you. I was just like, what? I was just so, when you want something, let me tell you, even if you have 0 cents, you'll get it. When you put in it, when you work hard on it, you'll get what you want, even if you have 0 cent, believe me. So when when she was talking to me like she'd never cared, I was like so optimistic about me. I will never live in Africa. My mind was always saying I will never live in Africa, because even when my mom lived, I used to tell my mom that if I grow up, Mama, me, I don't want to live with you in Africa. I want to go outside, because already I had seen my cousins living outside. So my dad's side, not my mom's side. So I used to go to my aunt's side's, my dad's side's family. I see pictures, how they're taking pictures and friends, and how they talk on the phone long hours. I used to say, even me, I want this kind of life, I never knew this is kind of life that I want. So I used to like, you guys, anything that you speak to this mouth, it will come to you, even if you have nothing. Believe you me. That's the reason why you have to be optimistic and have faith. So I when my auntie was visiting me that, oh, you think Europe is for people like you, I'm so restless and very like defeated. I felt like the enemy is not wanting me at all, at all, at all. So the only thing that I did, guys, after my auntie told me that, I went back to her and I told her, Aunt, I want to really like go to Europe. She told me that if you really want to go to Europe, then you have to sell your mother's house. Can you imagine my mom, that where my mom is buried, to sell it? And you know who I'm selling it to? To her.
Wow,
That's yeah, that's what she told
that's
me.
crazy.
So I was so like, no. But I was, even if she used to tell me that, I used to just like pretend, cover, cover. I used never to show her that I'm getting what she wants. I used to pretend that I didn't understand what she really wanted. To play cool,
Mm-hmm.
but I knew what I was doing. So
Yeah.
for me, I saw that here, if I stay, there's nowhere I'll go. So there's a neighbor, our family friend, lived close to our house. So when this neighbor, I just thought of one day, I was just leaving, because already when after my aunt was telling me that she can't help me, we fought with her. We just exchanged words with her, because when my mom died, there was stuff that she took from me. I was to take them back, but she refused with them, and
Yeah.
I was the only child. So when we started exchanging words, she chased me out, and the daughter helped her. The biggest daughter helped her. After she helped her, I was forced to go and rent to my cousin's home. So when I rented to that house is when now I got my own freedom. So I went to that woman, the neighbor, the one that I told you that is like a family friend. Oh,
Yeah.
I went to her in the morning. You know, when you want to get someone in at home. You know, at home when you want to get someone, you have to go early. Unafaa kurauka.
Yeah,
Ndio upate
exactly.
mtu kabla hajatoka. So that's what I did before she went to work. I went around 7, and by 9 she's supposed to have opened her hardware in Kino. She used to have an hardware in Kino, and she lived in Gitaru. So I
Yeah.
went there. When I was there, she saw me. She saw me and she was like, "What are you doing here, Shiroh?" I just went and hugged her and told her, "Mama Tere, I have something to tell you." And she told me, what do you want to tell me? I told her, "Mama Tere, can you help me?" She asked me, "With what?" I told her, can we have somewhere to sit down and we talk?" She told me, "Okay." When we sat down and we started talking, uh, I told her that I want to go to Europe. But what I wanted to go mostly was England, because every time, because my cousins are most there in England. So every time that I used to say, I want to go to England, England, England. So every time I used to talk to her, when I talked to her, the first thing I told her, "Where do you want to go? I want to go, help me to go, even if it's England. I won't let you down." Then
Mm.
the woman told me, "Oh, I cannot help you, but I know who can help you." She connected me with her sister now, but you know already they are family friends. We are family
Yeah.
friends back at home. So I
Mm-hmm.
went, she took me to her home in Feather Estate. They are rich people. I
Mm-hmm.
went
so,
there.
you are just hanging out with
Yeah,
the
no,
rich.
no, that time my dad was rich. Feather, you know, is in Pipeline, but my dad lives in Modaiga. So you can see, my mom's family was, my dad's family was rich. So my mom's family, they are very humble. So
Mm-hmm.
I went to uh, uh, because now she told me that she should connect me with the sister that lives in Feather Estate. When I went to meet the sister in Feather Estate, hey, I saw how she lives. I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god." You know how you can every time everything you see that is wow.
Yeah.
So the woman liked me so much, and she really started like helping me.
Mm-hmm.
But now she's helping me, and then we are taken money was taken out from us, like stolen.
Uh-huh.
So she at least she's like she started giving up. So she was also tough woman, and she was, when she's having her frustration, she can pour into someone. She can just tell you anything bad on your face. She doesn't care. You know, bosses, the way they can be rough sometimes.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
for me, sometimes I used to be like a PA, going with her everywhere, kubeba my
Mm-hmm.
bottles of water, carrying the bottles of water, following her like, ah.
So was she paying you? Was she paying you? Okay, from there we can take a short break so that I can recognize the people who just joined the live stream. And if you saw, I was hiding my face. I was doing something with my audio. Yeah, but
Okay.
now I'm good. Yeah. Thank you, Grace Marco, for the super chat. I see you blessed the live stream. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wanga lady is in the house, is saying, Serkal ako na mahojiano. Wanga lady, thank you so much for coming. Kundan Vlogs, my brother from India, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Malkia Africana, I see
Yes.
you. Kanini Kanene, the cartoon herself, Dida. Sielewa is here. I see you, Sielewa Safari. Thank you so much
Crazy.
for coming. And I see Grace saying, Cartoon, congratulations once more on your half monetization. Oh, thank you so much for that, for letting us know, Grace. Congratulations, Kanini Kanene, for your half monetization. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Mhm. Yeah, so that was a quick one. And I see Tool who, hi, Aisha Speed. Hey, do I look like Aisha Speed? Uh-huh. Then Timan Taus. Are you in Madagascar? No. I'm in Kuwait. But I'm a Kenyan. Thank you so much for following this live stream, this story, this journey. And I'm having my guest here, Shiroh Wa Sweden. And guys, if you are not connected to Shiroh Wa Sweden, you can go check her out. The name on the thumbnail of this live stream, Shiroh Wa Sweden, that's her YouTube channel name. You can search her on YouTube, connect with her, and please show her support. If she's doing her live stream, please join her, go watch her videos. That is how we grow together. Yeah, so for those who have just joined, I decided to do this segment of the journey or safari episodes, whereby I'll be hosting guests to tell their story of life, and from them we can learn something. So today, this is our first guest, the first of the first, Shiroh Wa Sweden. She's telling us her story of how she was raised, how she lived in Kenya up to the point she relocated to Sweden. So I hope through that story, I know we have those people who are in the bush and those who are in the chat, but wanachukua mushene, receipts. But through that, even if you're taking receipts, I hope you're learning something. Yeah, because the most important thing about this segment is to motivate each other, to encourage us, because people are going
There's
through a
no
lot out here.
limitation.
Yeah, people are going through a lot out here. You might be saying, oh, I'm going through a lot, but through someone's story, you learn something very important. Yeah, and you'll feel motivated. So let's learn as we listen. Yes, let's proceed.
Mhm. So after now, I met my auntie that is a family friend, the one that is to we tried several visas, including to go to Scotland. There was a country in Europe, Portugal.
Portugal. Yeah, Portugal. Uh-huh.
We tried a visa to go to Portugal, and we were tukanyimwa. We were denied. So
You are
when we
denied
were
a visa.
denied, yeah, when you were denied, now you have to stay six months so that visa cannot be seen.
Yeah.
Because if you go to any embassy, they see you have been rejected, they start rejecting you. They are like wanaswali kwa nini ulirejectiwa ama wewe ni
Yeah.
mkora.
Uh-huh.
So travel and foods namuona. Travel and foods pia yuko grey. Mweke blue wacha zako.
Travel and foods, welcome, welcome. Travel and food. And travel and foods, you are our next guest. Yeah. Oh, my boss is here. Helen Akoya, welcome. Grow with Helen. Where? Yeah, welcome, guys. Welcome. Yes, So we are at the point where you wanted to go to Sweden. Oh, Lois Wange is in the chat. Hey guys, if I miss some chat, sometimes I'm just focusing on the guest, listening to the story, because I also want to learn something. Yeah, so Lois Wange, I see you. Welcome. Kanini, Wanga lady, I've seen you. Kanini Kanene says, like the video, guys. Yeah, you like the live stream as we go on. Beautiful like her name, Shiro. That's Wanga lady.
Thank
Wow.
you.
All right. So you wanted to go to Portugal, Portugal.
Yeah, no, my
Yeah.
auntie, the one that lives in the family friend now. I call her auntie because now she has taken me in. because
Yeah.
we are family friend. So
Yes.
she started helping, and we tried Portugal, and we were denied. We tried England. The money was eaten by the agent, and then we tried also Italy. The money was eaten. Hey, so she
Mhm.
gave up. She gave
Uh-huh.
up.
So who was giving the money? Is it you or your
She's the
auntie?
one who used to provide for me. She wanted me. Now she wants to help me because she had the story from the sister. You remember I told you that
Oh
I went to
yeah.
a woman in the same
Mm-hmm.
village where my auntie lives, the
Yeah.
neighbor, but they're family
Uh-huh.
friends to our dad's family. So when I went to her, I told her all the story, and she knows my auntie. She decided to help me, but she told
Yes.
me she cannot help me because she doesn't know. Even her children, the sister is the one who helped her for her to
Okay.
for her to
So she
help her
also
children.
referred you to her sister.
Yeah, to her sister who is good at it.
So one thing I'm learning there, guys, like you have to know someone who knows someone who knows
Yeah,
someone.
connection.
That's the connection. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So for me, I used to live with her. I used to be like the one carrying bottles for water, running, going with that. So sometimes she could be rude. Rich people, the way they are. When she has
Yeah.
her own stress, talking rude, and she used to talk to those people who she's dealing with. You have my money, give me back. So she used to fight a lot with these people because agents of people who agents that take people to Europe or to
Yeah.
work, they are not sometimes transparent. They can be lying and take a lot of money from you.
Yes.
So she
Exactly.
used to have a lot of fights with them.
Mm-hmm.
So one time, I don't know what happened. She was just angry with me. She never wanted to see me. I don't know, but she told me, "Come, we go," because I was like insisting. And when you insist, it's like you are a burden. She never wanted to move with me somewhere. Now she's tired of me. You can get tired of, because now she has been removing money, and money eaten by agents. Now you feel also frustrated because your son has not. This one has not. She was not helping only me. She was helping also another person. So
Okay. Yeah.
so she was feeling so frustrated with this. So what
And
she
and
did,
and,
what
and sorry to cut you short,
um
but do you know like how much money it was by then? Because you said she gave money to this agent and the
yeah,
money was
because
eaten to another agent.
okay, when you go to an agent, there is registration fee.
Yeah.
Every time registration fee is 60. See, when you remove the registration fee 60 or 20 or 60. Like when we went to Portugal they asked 20. And it's
Yeah.
true, we went to the visa. So also visa,
Mhm.
when you go to the to visa, you also have money to pay. Everywhere you go,
Exactly.
every door you have to pay money.
Yeah, exactly.
So so she paid all that money. I never had money that time.
Mhm. Yeah.
So you can see now she's also feeling frustrated. Her money is just being taken, being taken, being taken. So all this time, even when I'm
Mhm.
moving with her now, I was like PA. So I used to be nice to her, because even when I'm with her, she's nice. Sometimes she can, even if she doesn't have money, we go to a supermarket, because the man used to work in an insurance, and people who work with insurance, how they have money. So this
Yeah.
man, he used to be big in those positions that he's sent to, maybe Zimbabwe, South
Mhm.
Africa. So he was a boss.
Yeah.
Then he used to we could go to maybe Tuskys. I can remember very well, or Nakumat. And we go, and just she can tell me, go in and choose anything you want, clothes. And you can, anything that you come with, she's not going to ask you return this. No. Anything you pick,
Mhm.
she pays for. That's the only thing I can never forget about this woman.
Mhm.
She was rude, she was everything, but her heart is pure heart of a
Yeah.
human being. So these
Okay.
people, these people now, where we went now with her that day, that made me came to connect to these people who brought me to Europe, is that we went somewhere that she was supposed, this man was supposed to help his son. But his son, he's not those people who are serious. His son drinks a lot back in
Yeah.
Africa. Watoto wadosi.
Uh-huh.
Softy. You know, he's softy. So
Yeah.
this guy said it was like also playing with my auntie because he knew that my auntie had money.
Mm-hmm.
So what he did, he never used to help my auntie. But when now they had an occasion with my auntie and they fought, then they started like exchanging words. And my auntie said, when I was trying to go with her out, she just turned back at me and told me, "Where are you going? Can you stay there? I'm coming." So when she went, is when I got the chance to talk with this man, the person who helped me to come here in Sweden. Now,
Uh-huh.
this man asked me, "How do you live with this woman that you call your aunt?" And he never knew that this one is not my auntie.
Yeah.
I told him point blank. I told him, "No, this one is not my auntie, but she's a family friend. She's like my auntie. Let me say that
Yeah.
she's like my auntie. I cannot deny that she's
Mm-hmm.
not she's like my auntie now because I'm
Yeah.
everything that is in me is in her hands." So
Yeah.
he told me, "But how do you survive to live with her?" I told him everything. I told him that my mom died. I was living with my auntie. My aunt threw me out. I was supposed to go and look for someone who could help me. And the person who helped me is her sister who connected me with her so that I can go outside country. I just
Yeah.
told him like that. You know what this man asked me? "Do you have money?" I told him, I don't have money here, but if you give me a visa, I can give you money." That's how confident I was. And I didn't have anything, Dida.
I didn't have money. Oh my God.
I told
Huh?
him, "I don't have money here, but if you give me a visa, I'll guarantee you money." That's how
Mm-hmm.
confident I was in that short time that we spent with that man. You know, that man
Yeah.
what told me? He told me, "Can you go and sit outside there because I don't want you to have problem with your auntie. Then
Uh-huh.
tomorrow, look for your passport and you come and bring it here in the office." That's the only thing that he told me.
Mm-hmm.
So once now I started now realizing this man want to help me, I went back to my auntie. I told now when she came back, she told me, "Shiroh, let's go." You know how rich people they talk. Third year
Yeah.
in Kikuyu. Third year, third year where we go you like that, you know. And then for me,
Yeah.
I just went and then I looked back and he winked. He winked.
Mm-hmm.
After he winked, I just knew he's serious. But I was thinking, you know, as women, we just think that this man maybe wants to sleep with me
Yeah.
because of the wink. I was very stupid, you know, naiveness. I feared, and you know, he was from Kisii. Hey, and you know, these Kisii people, the way they are.
You tell us. We don't know. Go ahead.
So
Yeah.
So when I went when now I went home, I started telling my aunt, "Can you give me my passport? Maybe I can just look my own ways of traveling because
Mm-hmm.
we've tried with you and it doesn't work." So my aunt got angry from nowhere. She got irritated and started fighting me. I told, "No, I want my passport, but I have right to have my passport. I'm over 18 now. You know, you have rights. I need to do something, even if it, you know what my aunt was now, what she was telling me that I go to Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
I was
And
like, I
you,
cried.
and you want to go to
Me, I
England.
never wanted to settle for less. I'm telling you, that's the reason
Yeah.
why I'm here to tell people never settle for less. My aunt told me that
Mm-hmm.
Europe is not for people like me. Don't forget. My heart, she wanted to take me to Dubai. I refused. And it's not
Mm-hmm.
because I knew that I no. I just told God, I would settle for this. I want to settle for this. That's how
Mm.
that everything was in my heart and my head. And you know, anything that you put in your head, let me not lie to you. People, even here in Europe, when I came, they were
Yeah.
really dissing me. But we will reach into that. But let me tell you something. If you know your purpose of living and you know what you are, your intentions are, I'm telling you, what your purpose is, you'll get. Even if is how many troubles and suffers you're gonna get, you will get to that. You'll pursue to your pursuit. So stick into that. What you want,
Yeah.
stick to that. This is what I want. This is not what I don't want. You know, even if you are being brought something cheap and this is not what you had settled for, refuse it. Leave the chance to go. Don't be because this one has come, let me take this one, then this one will come, I'll take. No. Sometimes you have to trust in you. You have to trust God. This is not for me.
Yeah.
Even the Bible say, ask and it shall be given to you. So if what you've asked is not what you are being given, then why are you receiving it? Don't receive it. Refuse it. Don't pick it. If you want a bigger thing, trust in God and wait. Don't have patience. And you are being brought this what you don't want so that God can also see your patience. And you are just rushing and taking it. Oh, I could not leave it to go. You could not leave it to go where? No, it's because that's where you think that you belong. You don't belong to less. You belong to what you ask because you're asking your Father in heaven. Why should he who be given what you not asked? So for
Yeah.
me, I was sure, I was very 101% sure that this is what I don't want. So I never stick to that. So she started now telling the woman that she had our passport, the one that was to take us to Portugal.
Portugal. Yeah.
She was the one she was still having my passport. And she was still having my passport, doing nothing. Even she was not looking for a travel, no, just putting it for her sake. I insisted. After insisting, and we started having fights. We know what they did? They took the paper in the middle and cut one page so that if I go to any traveling place, that it's gonna be detected, and that if after it's going to be detected, it means that I will be seen that my passport is not original. Because if
So
they
wait,
count the
wait.
pages,
Who did
yeah,
that? Who removed the
yeah,
page in your passport?
I really don't understand who, because when I was brought to my passport, not me, I'm not the one who received my passport. The person who received my passport is the guy, the Kisi guy.
The guy on the
Yeah, because
with the
because he is the one who helped me even to ask for it, because he told them that this girl, if goes to the police, you people, you're gonna have problem. So you have to give her the passport now. So when he received the passport, he called me and showed me, see, there's one page missing, but these people, they're not clever. I will take an extra page from the passport and give it to you.
Yeah.
And put it in the middle so that when they are being counted, they cannot be seen as if there are no passports.
Exactly.
So, and so when he called me, he showed me, it was like today, and then after 2 days,
Yeah.
I was called. Even I froze where I was. I was called and told that the visa is ready. I said, no, is it right? I didn't even believe. I was thinking that he's lying. I was thinking that he's a fake thing. I'm telling you, I was like, like mouth attached with super glue. I didn't talk. The people, we have these superstitions that if you talk, things can go bad.
Yeah.
So I sealed my mouth. Even if I want to talk, I can't talk. So
Yeah.
now I started telling my cousin, the son of my auntie, that wanted me to sell my mother's plot, that I have gotten a visa. And then my cousin, with his naiveness, he had money. My father's side of family, they have money. They could even pay it, and they go. But no, when I asked him, he went back to the mother. He said, Mom, Shiroh, because they call me Shiroh. Shiroh is saying that he got a visa. You know what the mother said? No, she's lying. So I was forced to go back to that guy. Now, after a lot of frustration of looking for money, to go to the same woman, the one that I took passport from, my auntie now, the one that lives in Feather, to go back to her and tell her, please, can you help me with money? I got a visa.
Yeah.
After, and he became so angry and told me, "Are you crazy? You see, my husband is sick and you're asking for money." Yeah, the husband was very sick because he had diabetic. He was diabetic. He was a diabetic patient. So, but
Yeah.
they had money. You know, they had those people. They had money, and he had insured his life. My uncle had insured. You know, these rich people, they know how
Wow.
to get money. Hey.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
he was getting money even about for his sickness, you know. He knew
Mm-hmm.
about, you know, who people who deal with insurance, they already know about insurance. They insure themselves, they insure their sickness, they insure everything, even they can insure even your ear. They insure everything because they know
Mm-hmm.
anything can happen and you can get refunded money, a lot of money. So my
Yeah.
uncle had insured himself a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
But now my aunt refused to help me. So after we stayed 3 to 4 days, my uncle died. And you know now the visa is valid for 1 month because the visa I was given to go to Spain was a conference visa.
Okay.
So a conference visa is not more than 1 month. They always give, if you go to conference, if you go to like at they give you according to how long you're gonna stay. So even this
Okay.
1 month I was given was very long because conference was only for a month. For a week.
Mm-hmm.
And if a conference is for a week, you see you are being given 1 month. It's too much. So
Yeah.
after 1 week, you can go around Europe and then decide to go back. But now, for me, I was still back in Kenya until, because now I'm not positive thinking that I can get this money from somewhere. No, I was just thinking that this rich family, they're the people to help me. Hey.
Okay. I want us to understand something. You can take a sip of your drink. Um, before we go to that money aspect, whereby you're going to your auntie asking for money. All right. You say that this guy decided to help you.
Mm-mm.
He told you to bring your passport so
Mhm.
that he can give you a visa. And you
Mhm.
promised, through faith, you promised that you'll give him money after you get the visa. And you
Mhm.
said he called you after how many days? 2 days?
Yeah.
He called you after 2 days that he has a visa.
Mhm.
All right. And the visa type is a conference visa, valid
Mm.
for only 30 days. Is that
Mm.
what you had?
No, because even when he gave me the visa, he gave me the visa. He gave me he never gave me the passport at first. Let me tell you, he gave me the photocopy of the passport. He never gave me the visa, and he never gave me the passport. He gave me the photocopy of the visa so that I can go and show that I have a visa, so that people they can help me through. Dida, you are lost him. You are lost him. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go on. We had a problem with the network, but we are back.
Okay, so you remember this guy?
Because my question was, I was asking
Uh-huh.
that question.
So now I'm telling you, remember this guy
Yes, I
is
was
in
asking that
business.
question because for you, you wanted to relocate to whichever country, whichever country that is, maybe to work, right? And now here
Mm-hmm.
you're being given a visa valid for only 1 month. Was there something maybe you talked about, like I'm giving you this visa, but this is how you are going to go about it?
No, he only told me that if you get the visa, I need my money on my hands, like this. He was
Mm-hmm.
like this. You get a visa and you. So for me, his expectation was, Dida,
Yeah.
his expectation was at that if I get the visa,
Go
definitely
ahead.
I'll have the money. But unfortunately, I didn't have that money. Dida, Dida, umeenda wapi? Where are you?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, go ahead. I think I had a problem with my internet, so I had to move because I don't want this live to end. Yeah, just go ahead.
So this man, he was very clear from the beginning that he's doing business. If he gives me the visa, I'm gonna give him the money.
Yeah.
So now you forgetting that I didn't have any source of money. But for me, I wasn't fast enough to think that I could take I could even go to the bank and tell the bank to give me money because I have those houses that my mom left me, Dida.
Yeah, exactly.
Because now already my mind is focused on these people who have money, they can help me. While I don't know that they cannot help me with those words already, they were telling me that Europe is not for you. You know those, or go to Dubai. So it's like they are not willing completely to help me. It was
Yeah.
250,000. Where could they give? How could they even give me 250,000? How?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
So it's not like they are looking down upon you, like they think you don't deserve to travel,
Yeah.
something like that.
And also
Yeah, totally understand.
I'm putting it across to people to know that any person's child is a burden to another person, whether you like it or not. You have to know it. So anything that you do now, do for your children
Yeah.
and to yourself, because you always just think about people they're gonna help you the way you're gonna help them. No, the way my mom lived in art is not the way people they treat me, and that is a fact. So this is to tell people that for me, I was thinking that they will help me, and I kept trusting them, thinking even if they will see that I have stayed 1 week, they will produce this money. No, that's not what happened. I called my grandfather back in Kenya, the one that is a principal in Mombasa. He's the one who
hmm
took me to Equity, and I got that loan.
So this was after how long? Because now you are asking your auntie to help you out, pay the money, and she was like, "Oh, I can't help you because now my husband is sick," and then thereafter the husband passed on. How long did it take you to consider going to your grandfather? Because now you're in Nairobi and your grandfather is in Mombasa. How long
I
did it
had
take you
already
to?
In Nairobi, I had already stayed almost 2 weeks. Is when I started thinking about my grandfather, and he's the one who even sent me the money for me to go to Mombasa for to fix that money. Don't forget that.
So which
Mm.
means you had already stayed 2 weeks in Nairobi and your
Yeah.
visa is valid for 1 month. So you are left with 2 weeks.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So when my grandfather started now talking to me, already
Yeah.
my visa was almost there.
Mm-hmm.
Was almost at the end. So what I did, I'm sorry, I'm holding comms, I'm holding what. So what I did, I went to Mombasa. He's the one who sent me tickets. He bought a march ticket. He never treated me like cheaply. He always treated me like like his own child, my grandfather. So he paid march. I went Mombasa with march that time. And when I reached there, he asked, the first thing what he told me, why were you waiting for the visa to reach up to this? You could have come the first week.
Mm-hmm.
But I told him, I don't know what happened. I forgot. And then he told me, don't worry. Now we're going to solve it. So by the time now he started rethinking what we're going to do, it was too
Yeah.
late for me now, Dida.
Yeah.
Now start to rushing. You know now, when you go to Mombasa, I think I went there to Mombasa, but I went on the weekend, on the second week of the
Mm-hmm.
weekend now. So
Yeah.
now, when I go to the weekend now, we cannot do anything. Now we have just to go on Monday to the bank,
Mm-hmm.
because Mondays they're open, is when the banks are open. So
Exactly.
now the week is five days. Let's say the week is 5 days, because we don't count Saturday and Sunday.
Uh-huh.
So on Monday we went to bank. And then when I went to bank, don't forget I had not taken any loan, because I had never wanted any loan. But I had a 50,000 Kenya shilling that I had taken from them, that I started at paying, and I paid only 30,000. So they were remaining 20.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went to bank, they told me they can give me money, because you don't remember that my mother's land is in Mombasa, and this land they're not having title,
Oh.
so I cannot use them.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing that they could help me with is just to give me a loan from my own, because how they see me paying and how my account is running, because they could see my account is active every month. 15,000 is going in, 15,000.
Mm-hmm.
So they told me that now, because you have this 20,000, we're going only because you have taken 50 in bank. They have regulations that you have to take first 50, then 150. Then you know how you cannot just take 150 from nowhere. You have to
That's
take from
right.
the
Yeah.
smallest, so that they see how you pay. So for me, I didn't
Yeah.
have any problem with payments. They could see that my payment is overflowing. They could see that my money is coming in. So I had no problem with them giving me money. But now they cannot give me a lot of money. The money that they could give
Mm-hmm.
me was 150 to top up from that to top up from that 20. So even
20,
if
yeah.
they give me 150 minus 20, how much is remaining? 130.
100. Mm-hmm.
So this
And you are
130,
supposed to pay 250.
uh-huh. So this for me, I was so open. With me, I was so clear. I didn't hide anything this month. Every step that I was doing, I used to call him. Now this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. And he was so
Mm-hmm.
happy, because he told me, you are one of my honest clients I've dealt with. So I
Exactly.
used to send, here I am now going to Equity. Here's my grandfather. We are with me. I used to take even selfie with my grandfather, sending to him, showing him that we are at Equity. And then he told me that, Esther, what are you doing now? Your visa is almost ending, because now this is Monday. Now Tuesday, they have, they have accepted, but now I have to bring in the signatory person.
Yeah. Yeah.
now
A guarantor.
now I cannot come the same day. I have to go and convince this day, the same Monday day, to go and convince the same person who is going to come and sign my papers on the
Yeah.
bank. So the now remaining 4 days. This day I got the person, and I have to travel back to Kenya. I mean to
Nairobi.
Nairobi, to Nairobi
Mm-hmm.
from Mombasa. So imagine I'm getting this person, and then I'm on my way. I was told to go back, because there is signatory that after he signed that, before the money comes out, I have to sign again. Can you imagine? So
Mm-hmm.
I took again the same bus. I came back the same day. Went to Nairobi and came back. Came to Nairobi, signed, go back the same day. Imagine my grandfather is the one who paid for me all this.
Mm-hmm.
I went back now with this day. This one day. So now it's these 3 days remaining. Nobody can believe that. So this day when I went back, I went this day, and that man went to book me a ticket. It was Qatar. The same day I was to take my plane in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
In the evening, it flies to Dubai and then reach. It's 24 hours. It reaches to because I went to with the Qatar Air with the Emirates Airways, Emirates.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
Emirates, and then I reached in Spain
Yeah.
at this day. This day.
So you are left with only one day.
Yeah, I'm remaining with one day. So this day that
Mm-hmm.
I've reached, this day that I've
Yeah.
reached in Spain, I have to look for someone who's going to help me. So when I reached in Spain, now entrance, these people for stamping in the visa,
Immigration.
immigration, they are
Immigration.
there. They
Mm-hmm.
saw my visa and they put it aside because they're wondering what is this person coming. I told them no, I only have one day for this seminar. If I don't come, my boss will fire me. But I had all the badges, everything for UN.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, when I was coming here, I was a rich woman, not a poor woman.
So, these badges for UN, like, were they just made for you, or who made them
Yeah,
for you? The guy.
yeah, everything is done. When you have an agent, that's the reason why you are paying him.
Okay. Yeah.
Everything, even the bank statement, you are just going there with your passport and
Mm-hmm.
nothing. Everything is included there. Everything. So when I
Mm.
reached, I called. When now I reached this day. I reached the same day. I contacted my cousin. I bought a phone because you remember before I came out of Kenya, I went to my auntie and I told her, auntie, I got the money, and when I got the 150, they cut
Yeah.
it off and they gave me 130. 130. With it as a check to that man. I showed him this is the check. I got 150 and they took away the 20.
Point.
This man just looked at me and told me, now what are you going to do with this man? He told me, I'm not going to do anything. Just give this man, he had a PA. Just give him so that he can go and give you the ticket. So for me, already now they top money at us minus in 80 because the transport, because when you're coming for seminar, you have to pay to and fro.
Yeah.
You can't pay one way because you
Mm-hmm.
don't belong here. You
Yeah,
cannot.
because
Yeah,
you have to show that you are
yeah,
coming
you will
back
come
home.
back.
Uh-huh.
So I paid 80,000 that time. So already I'm here. I'm still here. I contacted my cousin. My cousin wasn't even paying attention. So my cousin, this time that I'm talking, when I'm in Spain, I called my cousin and I told my cousin, I'm in Spain. You're lying. Every time you always coming and you're not reaching. Because I used to
Mm-hmm.
say I'm coming. I told you the story of me wanting to go because I used
Yeah,
to
exactly.
try, but visa denied or money taken. So I used to say, now wait for me, I'm coming. So my cousin was like, we are used to you, Esther. You just lying to us. So
Mm-hmm.
when I was in Spain now, I had to buy a telephone, not that mine in Kenya, because I went with my phone from Kenya to Spain.
To
So
Spain.
when I reached
Mm.
in Spain, I had to buy this it's called what? Mulikamwizi. For me to
Yeah,
call my
the small
cousin so that he
phone.
can see, so that he can see that I'm in Europe. When I
Uh-huh.
called him with that phone is when he believed that I'm in Europe. I told him,
Mm-hmm.
I just kept money what I had. I bought that because already my money that I had remained with is nothing in Europe because it's a euro in Spain is not like krona here. So
Mm-hmm.
when I was when I reached there, and I bought a telephone and then the phone, mobile phone, the Mulika Mwizi, and then I bought the money, the it's called what, the uh
Richard.
the card for calling.
Recharge,
Because
like the airtime.
yeah, the airtime. Because here you have to pay.
Yeah.
Here is not like, in Africa that you can buy and start using. You just buy credit. No, here you have to pay you know how it's done. Well, so when I called him, he told me, where are you at now? I told him, even I just talked, hello, the money finished.
Wow.
So I told the girl that helped me to, because when you remember when I reached in Spain, I had nowhere to go. So
Yeah.
even you remember my passport was taken by this control man in immigration.
At the immigration.
And he said he kept it aside, and I told him, no, I'm getting late. I'm supposed to go to the last seminar, and people, they are waiting for me. They will leave me here, and I will look stranded. And I just came here for it, and my boss will sack me. But when this, you earn, they are respected. So I just passed. So where I was, I started like looking like I'm calling that phone. You remember that phone that I told you that but it doesn't have now credit because I called my cousin and it's over. It's off now. So I started like pretending like I'm looking for someone. When I looked down there, I saw a black woman with a white woman. They are walking together, holding hands. I went
Yeah.
to her and I grabbed her hand and I told her, please don't scream out. I'm harmless. Take my passport, take me out of here. We go to your place and I will tell you everything. And I told her, please, I saw you with this white woman, and please don't tell her anything until when everything is settled. She told me, no, this one is like an African. I said, no, don't try, because already my
So
aunt is...
who was the African? The lady or the man?
The lady that I found her in, we met in Spain.
At the airport.
Yeah, a stranger. I didn't know her, but I think angels just sent me to her, go to her. And I told her, I just told her, take the now. She told me, even you don't need. You know what she did to me, that woman? She never asked me twice or what. What she did to me is what I told her. She just gave me her train ticket, that it's monthly paid, so that police cannot check on me. And she took my luggages like she's the one that,
She's traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she took me out of there, and she bought her own ticket. She bought new ticket now, and she gave me her old, here people, they work with bus cards, like cards.
Yeah, the bus card.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Dida, some things, they just happen. People, they just don't know that this God have don't play with people of God.
Yeah, I see Wanga in the chat saying, "What? So touching." Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
People, they
Sometimes
suffer. People, they just see you here shining. They start disturbing you and disturbing even your peace. They don't know even how what you're going through. No, they should just, especially people who are coming in the Western countries, they should be respected and be given peace. But people back at home, they don't know that. They always just think that we have money. Where are we getting money from? Where? So when I talked to that girl, she just took me in and took me to the husband. Hey. So the husband is a Nigerian and she's from South Africa. She took me there and she told me, when she took me there, she told me, you can go and shower. Imagine, she just loved me that much. And it was morning. Now, you've reached in the morning, so you still have time. And that morning, they're still going to club. She's just now living a normal life. Hey, Africans, when they're here, hey, don't joke with them.
Yeah, they're just enjoying because maybe they went through a lot, just like what you're trying to
Don't joke.
tell us. Yeah.
Me, I'm just trying to telling her, please, I want to go. She wants even me to stay. She left me. She doesn't want me to go. She's telling me, no, stay in Spain. And me now, I called my aunt, I called my cousin. You remember, I called my cousin and the phone went off. So when I reached to this girl's home, she gave me his man's computer to go in Facebook, so that I can communicate with my cousin through Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Because it's cheaper. So when I just called my cousin was not on. I didn't know that he's an alcoholic. I'm calling he doesn't pick. When he picked, he told me, "Where are you?" I told him, "I'm in Spain." And who are you living with? He started now making noise. Who are you with in Spain? I said, no, I don't know anybody here. Even they're just helping me. In fact, you should just even be so polite. Don't even try to talk in English, please, because they're gonna test me out. Because now what they're asking is not what is important, Dida. What is important is how am I going to get help? Hey, my cousin started calling the mother living in Germany. Because I told you they say my dad's family, they are well off, almost all. So when my auntie now, she's married someone working in immigration in Germany. Hey, my cousin told me, Esther, he held his ear like this. Can you hold your ear like this? He told me, can you hold it so that you can hear me and you hear me clearly? Because your visa is expiring, don't go to my mother. You hear and you hear me clear? I said, no, where will I go? Come here. You start life here. You're a woman, you're gonna make it.
Yeah.
So he called the mother. My cousin called his mother. He told Mama, Esther is in Spain. What is it? What is she doing in Spain? And who is Esther? Because me, she left me when I was young. She knows me, but she doesn't now because I'm big. She probably don't know me. Now, who is Esther? She started explaining is a daughter to Gasher because they're cousins to the mother is cousin to my dad.
Yeah, so it's on
Not
your
like,
dad's side.
yeah, but immediate cousin, but not sister, but immediate cousin. So she asked, what is she doing there? My cousin said, can you just help her first before you start asking so many long stories? And my auntie also is someone who likes. So she has to
Camiñueso.
operate with. So she started asking, what is she doing there? And then my cousin said, can you please stop asking me stupid questions? If Esther is going to be deported, I will always say that you're the reasons why. Now my cousin started pressuring the mother. Are you going to help Esther or not? The mother said, okay, where is she? What is she doing there? Hey. The mother now, she was told that I'm living with I'm with, because I've just reached. Now it's morning hours. I've just
Yeah.
reached. She's just with this South Africa lady with the man. And the man is from Nigeria. My aunt started screaming, woo, 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 woo. What is she going to do with the Nigerians? Now she's not supposed to carry. My auntie, you know what my auntie said, Dida? Don't carry any bag from that house.
Yeah.
Because you're
And
gonna carry, you're gonna transport for them drugs.
yeah, and the way Nigerians are, people are scared of Nigerians out here. Yeah, I understand.
She was screaming everywhere, and my cousin is like, no, my cousin is, Kikuyu men sometimes they don't tolerate bullshit. Now what is this one screaming? Now my cousin say, what is this one screaming? I say, Tony, please be nice so that I can get help. So my auntie said, who can I give this money so that you can be paid a ticket? You go out from there, because me, I don't want to hear that you went to jail. She paid the ticket from Spain, because me, I didn't have money, as I told you. From Spain she asked me, do you want to come to Germany or you want to go? I told no, I don't want to come already, because my cousin had told me to not go to Germany because the man works in immigration, and white people, they are very honest. They can say that I'm living there with no documents. So she told me, go to come to Sweden. So for me, I just she paid for me to Sweden, direct ticket. She paid, and then I came, and then coming, I was expecting my cousin to pick me because he's the one who told me to come to Sweden. Little did I know, I'm coming to be picked with someone else. Well, Hey, msicheze na hii Europe. Unaona watu wamekuja huko nyumbani wamevaa manguo na wameenda wamekopa manguo kwenye internet, wanakuja wanawabaisha huko nyumbani. You people, hey, you should know people. Hey. I'm telling you, Europe, they are fake people. They should just be honest with you. People sometimes even they take loan. They take loan for them to come to have fun back in Africa. And then when they come back from Africa to this country, they start paying. They work for that money. So let me tell you, because you know some people, they always just say, oh, Esther umeweka kucha ndefu. We, ukiona hizi kucha usianze we. Ukiniona hata nimevaa Gucci usianze hapa kuniuliza niache tu mos. Leave me the way you see me. Because our bills, they follow us baka kwa choo. Bills zetu zinakujanga baka kwa choo. Zinatufuatanga kwa choo. Nakwambia huwezi potea bills Ulaya. Ulaya kuna kitu inaitwa huduma number. It's called passion number. That's what it works. If you're a criminal, they just type 2222. The phone numbers, they see you're a criminal. If they type 2222, you don't pay credits. They don't give you any money. They just say everywhere you go, you are red. So, let me tell you, that's the reason why they come back and work. And they work even dirty works. They clean. They wipe people's ass. They do the dirtiest work. Most of us that never went to school. That's the reason why it's very important when you come to Europe, focus with your studies so that people, they can respect you back here in this country, because they have no respect for black color. And be ready for discrimination anywhere you go. They say there's no discrimination. Discrimination is written all over their faces. Yeah, that's how they are. When they come to our countries, we treat them with honors. We treat them like presidents. But then when we come to their countries, we are disgraced. We disturb them. We are just like they see us as borders. They don't see us as potential people. They see us as enemies. So that's what you should know.
Even if you become a citizen, maybe that's a question I would love to ask you when we get there. But the fact that you say they are racist, discrimination is written all over
Dida,
them. What about
Dida? Mimi ni citizen. I'm a citizen.
Yeah.
I'm a citizen, asikudangani Dida wetu. I'm a citizen. Do I get the privilege? This is my passport.
Yeah, say.
This is sweet. This is a crown. For Swedish palace. We have a king in this country. So guys, don't be lied. Even if there is a lot of privilege when you become a citizen, because you get respected, you're not treated as the rest. Kuna vitu unaona tu, polisi atakiangalia, hata ukienda kwa maduka, I use this as my ID. And also ID citizen is different from ID residents.
Yeah.
That's how much that wanataka to differentiate. They say there is equality. There's only equality in maybe in living spaces, but also wacha niwaambie hao watu system yao ni noma. Yani the money that you will work for, it goes back to the system. So it's not like I'm bragging, but I don't think this place you'll see. This is my passport. This is my signature. This is my picture.
Yeah, I see.
So I'm not lying. My kids are citizens. If I get a citizen, even my kids are citizens. All my kids are citizens. The only thing, the privilege that I have is that they have a little bit of respect. They're Swedish. They are now Swedish. And there's like the two small ones, they are Swedish, but they're still like in school, they're treated African. And they are told the awful names. They can be told they're ugly, their hair is not nice, it's afro. They are discriminated like nothing business. Even I'll bring my son in my podcast, you can see, and he'll talk. He will tell you.
Yeah.
You know, one thing with us, we have a color that is it's there, it's seen. But people like Somali, kuna wale wa Somali weupe, ama sijui wanaonanga sijui kama hizo nywele zao ziko soft, sijielewangwi. Wasomali na Waarabu wanajionanga wao si wa Afrika, wanajionanga wao ni wazungu.
Yeah,
Lakini mimi na hiyo wana watukananga. Nawaambianga wewe kwanza kwenyu hata mwezi kaa ni shida. Shida vita. Mimi kwetu nikienda Nairobi nikikupeleka round hutatamani kurudi huku wewe mzungu. Me I always tell them.
Yeah.
When they ask me, where do you come from? You speak good English. Hey, I'm from Kenya. I always speak I speak it loud and very clearly. I'm from Kenya. And women from Kenya don't take nonsense. Yeah, so it's not that beautiful thing that you see them showing us. They always want to show you what you want to believe, but what they give is different from what they give out. What we receive is different from what they give us. I have a citizenship. Like now I'm studying, and there is still like discrimination even in schools. You're not given good positions in good practice. It's a lot, very crazy, especially because the Arabs, it's easy for them to speak the language, because for them they have no language to speak. They only speak Arab. Which other country, with other language they can speak? They cannot even speak English. So they only have one. So it's easy for them to study another language. For us, we have we have dozens of language that you can hear and for sure and understand. So that's the reason why we have so hard to like connect and the fluency of the language. We cannot have, because I'm a Kikuyu. My tongue there's a way of accent that I have in my tongue. Away. There's it cannot. Accent can never run away from a person. Even if now Obama is a a Luo. He lived in there's a place that the tongue will sleep and he'll speak like a Zulu.
It's normal, because that is what makes us, Even sometimes I go through that here. You see someone say, "Oh, you have an accent," but for me, I'm normally proud to respond to them. That is what makes me an African. Because how will you know that I'm an African? Because if you say, "Oh, you are an African," it's because of my accent. Yeah. So that accent is what makes me an African. That accent they have is what makes them Americans, or whichever country that is. So yeah, I understand. So one thing I want to, that was just a question, by the way question, because we are going there, because now you are a citizen. But now we want to understand how you are able now you are in Sweden, okay? You expected your cousin brother to come and pick you up. We want to know how now you are able to fit in Sweden, because now you are remaining with only 1 day in your visa. You are coming for a conference.
So when I was coming, now I mean, when you're in Europe, you can travel with your documents as long as it still works, as long as it's still valuable or what, yeah. Valid, yeah. So I was walking from Spain to Sweden. Coming to Sweden, I reached in Alanda. I was supposed to pay train. Nobody told me that I'm supposed to pay train. I was thinking that even they're coming to pick me there. The way you see people in the TV, that how people they celebrate. Oh, my cousin is here. I never experienced that, my friends. So what happened, Dida, is I took a train from Stockholm in Sweden to Uppsala.
Yeah.
And then coming to Uppsala, I was thinking that now is where I'll get my cousin. I never saw my cousin. So I saw the man that I knew that I had seen him in Africa, because he had already come in Sweden, in Kenya one time when he was in vacation and wanted me. He wanted me to be his girlfriend, but I declined it because he came and he was a drunkard and he had a linen shirt and a trouser, thinking that, ni swag. Akapata mimi ni
Yes.
swagere. So I think he was coming thinking that I will be desperate, thinking that I see him, he's from Europe. No, I have seen, my cousins, I've told you my cousins, they live in Europe, so I know. And when he came, he was red, and someone who drinks a lot, you can know from the look. He's
Yeah.
red and he's smelling, and even when you get close to a drunkard person, you just feel there's a smell they have in their blood. So for me, I told him no. He came and he had come once in Kenya. So I had already met him in Kenya, but we had nothing because we met with him, and when I met with him, I told him that I'm not interested with him because he wanted me to go with him Naivasha. What is that Naivasha to do for 1 week? He wants just to sleep with me, eat me well, chew me well, and then when he goes back to Africa, to Europe, he leaves me there. And then where will I go back? And I'm living with my auntie. It means that now my auntie will chase me out. Where was I?
Yeah.
So I never did that.
Yeah.
And also I was careful because I knew that I have a son. Dida, in Africa, the problems are there. You cannot even try to jeopardize your life. You'll try to organize from reorganizing, So
Yeah.
I told him, no, me, I'm not ready to go. What he told me, okay, then unajifanya, akaniambia, unajifanya, unaringa sana. For me, I was very shocked when he told me that ajiringa. I mean, mi lazima niringe bana. He thought that it's coming from Europe now. I'll just go kimandizi mandazi. You understand?
Easy go.
Akapata huyu ni mtoto ameshazoea hii maneno bana, ameshazoea hata watu wa kushuka. Nilimwambia habari yako, how is Sweden? Akaanza kuniambia nataka tuende, akaanza kuniambia I want us to go to Naivasha. I just looked at him and told me, why Naivasha? I told him, listen here, please. I'm sorry, but I have to tell you that I'm not going anywhere. Because I just looked at him and said, even if honestly Dida, listen, you know what you want. I told you, what you ask is what you get. I told God, this is not what I want. But since I came in Sweden and this is what picked me, I just accepted because I was desperate. I didn't have a place to sleep. So when I went to his place, he took me from the train station in Uppsala.
Yeah.
Sweden. He took me his home. We trekked. That is number one minus. We trekked to his house. Even I cannot pay a taxi, a place of 10 minutes because I'm tired. I'm a visitor. No, we trekked, and I'm tired. And my long flight. Hey. I went to his house. When I went to his house, I reached and everybody was like, hey, this is cousin Otoni. Hey, she's beautiful. And they were just like talking. Men. He was living with other men there. So I just went direct to the bathroom. I had wig. This wig that people, they make. Synthetic. Wanawake wako wapi? Synthetic. I had synthetic wig. Even if I never had money, I used to keep myself, class because I used to live in Feather Estate. So I had synthetic weave. Nilikuwa nimeshonelewa wig. Manze Dida, niliendaga kwa bathroom kutoa hiyo uchafu ya sasa. I have reached in Sweden now. I went to the bathroom to shower. Hey, Dida, I stayed there for 1 hour. I stood there on that shower and the way it's hot. I just wanted that hot water. Yani ilimwagikia, yani ule uchafu yote, nilisema wacha uchafu yote ya Afrika initoke. Dida, I scrubbed myself. I showered for 1 good hour. Nikashower, mpaka wananibishia mlango. What are you doing there? Are you dead? because even I was fearing to go out because now I know my visa is expired and I'm in Sweden now. Hey, now I started fearing now. My visa is expired. I don't want to talk. How will I start telling people that I'm living in their home and my visa is expired? And I was told my auntie that who knows about Europe, don't ever say if your visa is expired when you're in Europe. You know stories when they talk stories. So I knew a bit of Europe life. So when I reached there, I started having stress. So I started talking. Now, when I reached there, my cousin wasn't in the house that I was taking. So my cousin called. He was living in another town, not in Uppsala. He was living in a place called Avesta. So my cousin called and told me and asked me, Esther, how are you feeling? I wanted to run to the toilet, but that guy with his phone told me, no, sit here. We want to talk, all of us. So I sat there, it's like you're being bullied. You don't want to, there's some things that you don't want to talk, but your cousin is big mouth. She want to tell everybody. So he said that, Esther, you're very lucky that you come today and your papers are expiring.
He's telling the other people.
Yeah, because now I'm in loudspeaker, and for me, I was going to the toilet and this guy is telling me, no, go, sit here, we talk. Hey. Dida nilikuwa natoka kale unajua kale kajesho kenye unasikia unafaa kujikuna hivi. Nikasema kwani kazi yangu naye kwani ana mdomo aje? Kwani hawezi pima mdomo? Manze akaanza akaongea akasema sasa kuzo, manze niko happy venye umefika. You know how we can talk, how us when you see him. He was excited, but now he's excited but anaropokwa mambo zangu zikawa exposed. Okay, now marafiki za huyu mwenye nimeenda kwake wakaanza kusema kuzo ya Tony ni mrembo, amekuja kwa Steven. Hiyo cheleko anaitangwa Steven. Na hana makaratasi. Don't forget, yuko kwa Steven na hana makaratasi.
But why is it that your cousin couldn't take you, stay with him?
Hey, my cousin, sasa wacha nikwambie ukacha moshene. Cousin yangu alikuja wakati mimi nilikuwa Kenya, si nimuonanga Kenya manzi, unajua watu wa majuni mayoyo, unaonanga ile mayoyo amesag, panti anatembea, yani kofia, yani unaelewa tu kile kimayoyo. Dida we nikaona hapa mashilingi zinaangua kuanguka. Ile kitu sikuanga najua kumbe alikuwa amedipotiwa, alikuwa amechapa bibi na hana makaratasi Dida. Jamani, mtoto wa Ingo. Mimi ni mbona nimejionea. Umeenda wapi sasa? Umeenda wapi? So nasikia Dida. Kwani umeenda wapi? Dida. Unanisikia?
Nakusikia.
Sasa mazee. Mimi alipokuja Afrika manzacha tu nikwambia tu mimi nilibaiwa na hiyo kitu ya kumuona iko na mayoyo, nikamuona wenye ametoka. Unajua tu kutoka tu majuna kwangu kila mtu anakuwa kama amekuheshimu kama kitu kingine Afrika. Manze mimi nikawa nimechukulia mambo ya majuu. Kazi yangu hizi manze, kumbe hata place ya kwenda, kumbe hiyo time yenye kazi yangu sasa kumbe ndio hata yeye amerudi kutoka Afrika ndio apate makatasi. Unajua alikuwa ameenda kuapply. Sasa ile time alikuja, kumbe mimi na mimi nikikuja tunapatana kama yeye pia amekuja kuapply. Ndio maana hata kuweza kuja kunichukua. Juu sasa pia yeye yuko kwa dem, kwa bibi yake. So hivi nichukua nipeleke kwa dem yake. So ndio maana akatuma na huyu. So mimi manzani nilikuwa nafikira kazi yangu manzani mtu amejiresponsible. Wewe kumbe mimi hata mimi niko responsible kumliko. Nilijikuta kwa mata. No maana usiwahi eka expectations kwa mtu. nakuona nacho. You missed everything. Where were you? Where were you?
Natecho, welcome, Natecho. I see you. Natecho Traveler. Otto Van Bush, I see you're saying host. I know this account is Otto Van Bush, but the handwriting is for Shemeji Wakesho. Najua handwriting yako. I see you. Welcome, Natecho. Welcome. I think it's
Dida,
people watching. Naam.
asanteni kwa kukuja. Yani Dida, yani mimi nikikupatia story wewe, yani nikikwambia venye mimi nimeteseka, yani wewe. Yani imagine kazi yangu mimi nafikiria kazi yangu ni rich guy in Sweden. Manze nakuja napigwa na butwa. Haya sijui ni butwa ama ni butwara. Hey. Hebu tuulizeni. Manze, never expect. Ukikuja Europe, focus on yourself. Just know kwa peke yako. Hata kama kuna mtu mwenye una expect atakusaidia, usiwe mweka kwa mahesabu yako. Don't. Nakwambia Dida ile kitu mimi nilionanga, niliachwa huko. Sasa mimi nilikuwa naongea na yeye na simu. Aya, sasa wacha nikwambia, Sami akaniacha kwa huyu jamaa. Huyu jamaa na yeye analetanga marafiki, si ni mlevi. Ni mlevi. Tunakumbuka sana hata nikimuona Kenya alikuwa red. Kumaanisha ni mlevi. So na hata nikuja Europe si ni mlevi tu. So yeye group zake huku za walevi. Mwanzo wanakuja wanani diss manze. Venye sina makaratasi, venye mimi ni mjinga. Alafu after 3 months tukaanza kuwa intimate na huyu chali. Wacha. Tukienda sasa out. Manze, matusi. Matusi ndio alikuwa nayo mingi. Alikuwa hakuna kitu yako nitukana. Dida alinipitisha. Alafu ananiletea watu wenye ambao wanajua vizuri na wakatasa wananidiss. Sasa siwezi hata wapiga. Sasa siku moja acha nikupatie ukondo. Mimi unajua mimi ni mcost. Unajua sisi wa cost watu wasting time. Niliona kulikuwa na dem fulani hapo mlevi alikuwa amenizoea. Akakuja siku moja, akakuja akatema mate, anakuja na nionyesha venye na kwambia nilimkalia, nilimpiga. Nilimpiga na nikatoroka, sikuwa najua tena naenda wapi na sasa kuna snow. Dida na kwambia nilimkalia nikampiga. Asubuhi alikuwa na manundu hivi. Na manundu. Mpaka wakanibatiza jina upsani, nilikuwa naitwa Shiroh kale kabaya. Juu nilikuwa natoshana hivi kasiki, lakini nilikuwa mbaya. Go to that. So
guys, thank you so much for coming. And if you are not connected to Shiroh, please connect to her. Shiroh Wa Sweden, that's her YouTube channel name. Shiroh Wa Sweden 24. This is our sister from Kenya, but currently she's in Sweden. She's sharing her journey, how she transitioned from Kenya to Sweden, and we're trying to learn from her experience, the challenges that she went through until now. So I hope you're enjoying the episode, and we will be ending in the next couple of minutes, and we'll have part 2 of this, because now this story is long. I know there are so many questions that I want to ask, even from the previous segment that we've had, and I think we'll have to do part 2 of this. So stay tuned as we proceed. But yeah, so guys, be ready for part 2. I know the duration from her entering Spain, or not Spain, but Sweden, up to the point she is right now. There's so much that we need to hear from her. Yeah, so I was Alan.
Yeah. All
right, so we'll do part 2 of this. So we want to wind up. So guys, if you've enjoyed the story, najua wale wa mshenee ni wengi, and even there are others who will come and watch this. We'll do part two.
Watakuja wakiona hii, watakuja next time. Sasa zile zingine walikuwa naningojeanga nikuje.
Yeah, so we'll do part two of this so that we can finish her story. We know her journey, and at the end, we'll do like a summary of everything and even the things that we've learned from her journey, especially the challenges. We've seen the kind of a person she is. She's a go-getter, and she's whatever you say with your mouth, like I need this, that is what you're going to get. Yeah, so I'm learning a lot from you, by the way. So thank you so much for for coming on my YouTube channel, and I hope the guys in the chat also are learning. Yeah, Nate is saying, "Wow, Otto Van Bush, this is my shemeji wa kesho. I see you." Natecho says, "Part two on time." Part two on time, and she says, "Glowing Shiro, mzee anakutusi guy, mzee gani?" Yeah. So before we proceed, next Dida, background iwe different from your outfit. I know. I was somewhere else. Nate, but I had to come here because the network was networking. Yeah, so I had to come here because of the network. I was somewhere else. I came from that place. Yeah, but I had to come here because of the network. Thank you for that observation. So before we wind up, when do you think we can do the part two?
Yeah, saizi unaweza niambia hii wiki siko busy sana, but sasa sijui, unajua uticha wetu na yeye haeleweki.
Can we do it on Saturday?
Yeah, we can do it on Saturday. On Saturday niko free.
All right, guys. So on Saturday, apart from instead of having the Saturday vibes, Saturday Connect, we'll have part two of this segment. All right. So I think we can wind up because now it's 24 minutes to 11, and tomorrow I'm going to work. And when something is sweet, you are not supposed to overdo it. So let's leave guys on suspense because I know they want to know more about you, and we can do like we can wind up, do maybe like a summary of what is remaining over there. But I know because I listened to your story, I know this is the most interesting part, especially for those people who want to, travel abroad, and especially maybe if you are planning to use the same route, maybe conference visa. Yeah, these are the things you should be prepared. Like you're going there. You see, Shiroh is a go-getter. She decided to go there even after realizing that her visa is remaining with only 2 days. She went, and now she's a citizen. Yeah, so we can wind up, and then guys, please, on Saturday, after this, I will do another thumbnail of part two, and I will schedule the live stream. And if you're not connected to Shiroh, please connect to Shiroh. Let's support her. She's on the journey to look for her WH. If you're in a position to run her playlist, please do. Host and chat, kindly pass my Wakesho Auto when you finish.
Wakesho.
Yeah, it's all right.
Now when you finish, I will do that. Wakesho.
It's okay. Hey, by the way, I saw Wakesho. You are cooking there. Is it ugali? I don't know if you are cooking the whole night, but I saw it. I'm connected with her. It's okay. That's nice. Yeah, let's support her, run her playlist because she's also on her journey to get monetized. Yeah, that is how we support each other to grow. So, my dear sister, our amazing Shiroh, the glowing Shiroh, as what Nate has said. Yeah, you can.
Nate, I've known her for long. Since I joined YouTube this time. I had from this Shiroh vlogs when I started. Nate was there.
Yeah.
Mm.
So what I want you to do, because now we are at that point whereby, because you are going there, you are expecting that your cousin brother will pick you at the airport. He didn't, and then you went until Uppsala. You thought maybe he'll come for you. He didn't. He sent a friend. You see, and now you are staying with this friend. I want us to leave it at that. All right. So that next
Becoming
time,
a wife. Becoming a wife. Leave it from
yeah,
becoming a wife.
yeah, exactly. Thank Shiro for giving Dida this chance. Yeah, exactly. Now,
Thank you, Wanga. Thank you.
now you can see your cousin has not picked you up at the airport, has not come for you at Uppsala. This guy who seduced you in Kenya wanted you to go to Naivasha with him. You said no. He's the one who has come to pick you up. You are desperate. You don't know where to
Yeah, and
go.
now he has become my man.
You are living with him. We want to know what transpired over there. All right. Yeah, so Unfiltered Maria is here, says Shiro big up. Yes. Uh-huh. And Wanga,
Unfiltered, ulikuwa wapi? Umemiss wewe.
hawa ni watu wa bush, watu wa mshene. Hebu muulize, atakwambia kila kitu chenye umesema.
Mushemes. Wewe Mari wewe, nitakutandika. Kwanza nitakuja kutembea. Wacha kwanza nimalize kusoma nikuja kutembea Amerika. Labda huko ndo nahamia.
Yeah, so according to your journey, we've seen the challenges you've gone through since your upbringing, your family, the way that your father was not staying with your vibe girl. Yeah, it was not staying with your uncle. Good job na usichoke na hii na kujua wewe. Yeah. So the way you came from a dysfunctional family, and then your father's side was well off, they didn't help you out until you decided to, find your own ways to get out of Kenya. But glad your grandfather, Mzee Karanja, those who stay,
Mzee Ranjo nampatia hiyo. Salute.
yeah, those who stay in Kenya. That name is so common in Shanzu.
Yeah,
I know
very
because I've
common.
stayed
If
there.
you say Mzee Ranjo,
Mhm.
and you say mtoto wa Mumbi, they just say, "Ay, mtoto wa Mumbi," but they they say, umejuaje mtoto wa Mumbi wewe?
Yeah, so one thing I've also realized from your journey is that, as you try to help yourself out, yeah, it's good also to stay with people nicely, because the
Yeah.
way you went to stay with your auntie, and if the auntie was not staying well with those friends, then you couldn't get help, because it was through that connection that your auntie referred you to her friend, and the friend referred you to her sister who was doing the connection. And then through the sister, you got the connection of that guy. And it's also good to be sincere, be honest, like just be yourself, because you didn't fake it. When this guy came, wanted to help you out, you were open. You told him like everything about you, even when you are going through the process to get the money with the help of Mzee Ranjo. You see, the guy just trusted you. You understand? So it's good to be yourself, and even apart from having all these challenges, because we know that everybody has a story. We go through challenges in life, but it's good to keep that hope alive. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've learned a lot from you. I don't know if the guys on the chat have learned something. I'm on a skiza to receipts. For me, I'm looking at your journey, and I am looking at what I can take from it. Yeah, because I know that our stories are different, our journeys are different, but through someone's story, you can learn something which can help you even when you go through such challenges. Yeah. So guys, you can comment on the chat if you are getting something from this. I see Unfiltered Maria has seen her mpenzi and Unfiltered
Mimi
Maria.
nimepata zote.
Maria, siku moja
Unfiltered
utakuwa
Mari ni
hapa.
mbea sana. Nilikwambia Unfiltered Mari ni mluya ni mbea sana.
Yeah. Najua yeye unaweza fikiria hayuko hapa, kumbe yuko hapa tu
Hata mimi kwangu ananifanyanga hivyo hivyo, anajifanya hayuko. Nikienda kumaliza nakuja, anatokezea na anaanza kuandika kama message hapo. Ni kama ndio hataki nitoke. Nacho namwitaga Nacho tumetokana naye mbali pia Nacho.
Wanga lady, thank you so much. Wanga lady, thank you so much for being here. I see you. Now you're in blue. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy, Wanga lady. You're in blue now.
Yeah.
Thanks, Shiroh, for giving me that.
Nimekuuliza kwa nini niko gray. Mimi mbona
Wewe
mimi ni boss wako na mimi ni gray.
Nimekupa jacket. You know what I did? You know what I did? I decided to remove all the jackets, and because I had so many people who are in blue, and even some of them were not coming to my live streams anymore. So what I decided to do, I decided to wash all those jackets. So nikazianika wapi? Kwa videos. So I wanted guys to go watch my videos, and then from there I was giving the jackets from there. You understand? Yeah, though wengine sikuwaona, but every time I go live I see them like Wanga lady. That's why, because this is a special live stream, I've decided to give guys, the blue. Wanga lady, you are my special guest today. Why could you be in in gray? Nimekupa blue. Yeah, so I don't know if Nate, you are blue in the other one. Natecho V. I don't know if you need blue in this. Let me know. But thank you so much for being here, for sharing your story. So is there anything that you want to, because I don't want you to proceed from there.
Okay, now what I want to leave people with is, please, people, please, if you know what you have in your heart and what you really desire, never give up on it. Don't listen to any unnecessary noise. You call them unnecessary noise. Because for me, that time I never knew, because I was still young. When I was still young, naive, people, they could tell me anything. But niwaambie, hakuna kitu mbaya kama mzazi wa mtu kukufa akiwa mdogo. You feel so bad. You feel like you need people so bad that even you don't need yourself. And people, let me tell you something. Don't trust anybody. Don't. Kwanza hizi sauti zenye zinakwambianga uwezi. Never. Never. For me, come on, imagine Dida, if I had listened to every sound that came with negativity to me. I could have never come here I could never be here.
Yeah, exactly.
But I choose to come here myself, and I choose everything. And let me tell you, all the process, by the way, niwaambie, sikuambianga watu wengi, niliambianga watu few, but the few people who really wanted to help me, hawakuwa wako willing kuni help, because if they were willing to help me, they could have stood by me, but they just felt like unaye huyu nini anataka kuniambia, huyu nini anasema. So it's like, that is my link there, guys. You can go and check my channel. So guys, from this, guys, I'm not giving these stories that to brag, ama to put people, any person down. No, I've not done that in any way. I'm just telling you,
Yeah.
nobody should limit you. Nobody is the last say for you except God. If you believe in God, but come on, now watu wengine wenye believe hapo sijui. But if you believe in God, I'm telling you 101%, nobody should be your last word or word say. The word say. The last word say comes from God. Only him has power upon your mouth, but the rest nobody. Cause mimi manze mimi ni mpaka nimetukanwa. Unajua mimi siblings zangu wameendaga nini shule. Unajua you will have a lot of stories, because for me I'm coming with podcast. It will be story after story after, because my siblings manze wameenjoy life. Wameenda na watoto mpaka wakibaki. Utakuwa na mpaka selfie. My cousins they mpaka walikuwa hiyo time mimi na need help. Wako mpaka na selfie hivi na watoto mpaka wananiwa raisi. Yaani uhuru. So you can just imagine what my father's family is. I don't want to just exaggerate here, but I will give you, even because maybe I'll be marketing my auntie's schools, my auntie, because I want you people to just see what kind of my dad's family comes from, so that you people, you don't think like I'm just huyu anaongea tu, huyu tu ajui pesa ni nini. No.
Yeah.
It's something I'm talking. My auntie lives in Karen. My cousins lives in big mansions. They drive big cars. They go even with the escorts. But me niko hapa. Hata mimi nikirudi Kenya, maybe you're gonna see that, because maybe if I'm going to their places, they're gonna come and see. Unajua ile excitement ya kazi umekaa sana ya juu nini. You'll see me with them. And I'll show you. This one is my cousin and this one is me. Even maybe I will even nitakuwa na hata hao watu wa ministers, so that you can just understand what my dad's family comes from, so that you can just tell me that Elsa, it's true that ulikosanga ticket ya kwenda Ulaya, but watu wako hivi. I want you people to understand that. Let me tell you, hakuna mtu mwenye anaweza kusaidia kama isipokuwa ni wewe na Mungu wako. So what you believe in us, what you believe in you. You are purpose. God peke yake ndo anajua. So usitegemea sababu niko na kazi, niko na auntie yangu iko rich. Hiyo ni richness yake na watoto wake na hakuna kwenye nakugusia. Wacha watu wanasemanga sijui mimi niko associated. Mimi niko na associated hata na watu wenye ambia saizi hata wako kwenye serikali. Niza kupointia one by one. Na hata mimi siwezi sema sababu hiyo ni yao. For me, I'm me. I'm just me. But what I want to bring to the table is that mtu asimalize dream yako. Nobody should tarnish your dreams. You have to pursue to that dream, that always try. Do. Wake up hata kama hauna. Just know there's nothing that is impossible in the eyes of God. Hakuna kitu kama mimi nilikujanga na 150 minus 20, 130. Nitakuja Europe. Hata wewe utakuja kama na 80 ticket tu utafika. Mimi nilikujanga na hiyo hata ni bahari, sababu nilinunuanga simu. Kwa hivyo nilikujanga tu na kama ni 80,000, sababu niliponunua simu na credit pesa yangu iliisha. Ni euro. When you convert Kenya shillings to euro, you know euro is high. It's not like krona. So guys, that's what I'm trying to tell you, that guys,
you have to take that step of faith. You cannot just sit back at home and say, oh, maybe it will happen. Even God himself says, ask and it shall be given unto you. He's not just giving you have to ask first. So if even you're saying, oh, I need this, you have to take that step of faith, because what you did was a step of faith.
Mimi manze, wacheni niwaambieni na siwadanganya. Hata kusoma saa hizi ni step of faith, sababu mimi kusoma nilikuanga mimi nitawapatia stories zenye hata sasa kusema saa hizi, sababu nikianza kusoma saa hizi stories zangu mingi zitajulikana. Nataka tu mkwange tu mko tu kwa nini, kwa dilemma. Nataka tu mkwange tu kwa suspense. Nataka nitakwanga nikipatia story after story, ndio watu wasikwanga kwa stories zangu. Nyinyi watu wachini niwaambie, even men who you come across can wanaweza fanya utanish dreams zako zote. You believe that you can't. Yani wewe tu ni kikombe tu empty, kikombe empty. You believe that yourself you can do nothing. That's what a man can make you feel and can make you see yourself like. So focus, especially women. Mi sana wachane niwaambie Dida, na siko ubasi ati si focus na men. But women tunakuwa very vulnerable wakati tunapendaga. Tukipenda tunapenda kiujinga. No, stop that. Wacheni niwaambie, mimi saizi ati niko na watoto watatu 1 2 3 na mazee mimi hata mababa zao kuwaona mimi ni kama hata sijamuona hata mnaweza yani sema mpite hivyo naambia we hebu tuheshimiane. Mimi nakomea na wapitenga mpaka marafiki zangu wananiambia guy mimi zenyewe tunaweza kuwa kwa hoteli moja ama kwa office kwa nini place environment moja na najifanya hata simjui na ninakuja kwa wine kangu na yule pale anani discuss na mimi simdiscuss sababu yeye ndio yuko na issue, mimi sina issue. Si mimi nilishafika. Sasa wewe uliniona mimi sikufai. Sasa mimi ninafaa ni wakati sasa nashika ka glass hivi unaanza kunidiscuss.
Yeah, so those are the stories we want to hear in part 2. Don't preempt.
A lot more is coming. What's coming? A lot more is coming.
Yeah, a lot more is coming. Haya, wale wamshenee sasa, wale waombea
watapitisha hii lazima itapitisha. Sasa next time unitumie link, nitatumia watu wangu pia nijue kuna watu nataka wanini nitawadunga na nini ndo akuje. Mbona kutumia watu wewe? Ungetumia rafiki zako wale watu wenye mbona wananga kuangalia pia ungewatumia hii link.
Ona, don't worry about me. You see, I might have I've seen it a lot, especially like now that I have you as a guest, because sometimes maybe I end a live stream, maybe like tomorrow I'm going to work, I check, maybe I have 200 views, something like that. But after a week, you'll see, even if it's a live stream, it's kind of, I have people who like the mshenezi. Wanakuja baadaye wanasikiza, huyu Dida alikuwa anasema nini? Huyu alikuwa anasema nini? So, kuna watu hawako hapa, but I know they will come.
Sasa hii Saturday kesho ni Friday.
Na yeka sahi, silali mpaka
yeka tu saizi continuation. Ukiweka saizi watakuja. Na wewe utumie watu wako. Wenye unajua watu wa karibu. Wewe watu wako wa karibu, si watu. Mimi pia nitatuma watu wangu. Na nitamekisha wamekuja. Saa ngapi? Itakuwa saa ngapi Saturday?
Tukifanya the same time kwako iko sawa?
Ni sawa pia.
Yeah, because like now we wanted to start at 7:30. I came, I was in a long call. Kawani.
Kama Saturday tufanye kama ni hiyo time yako tumesema, lakini sasa tusikuwe na mambo mengi, tukue tumeshajitayarisha. Tunajua tunaenda live, tunajitayarisha.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. Na nitaiweka hiyo 7:30 because hiyo ndo watu wangu wamezoea 7:30, and then I'll try to kuharakisha ili tuone tunamaliza mapema, because I know right at this moment like my sis, maybe she's asleep, she was here, lakini najua huyo atakuja atawatch mpaka amalize yote.
Lakini sasa sisi tunafaa tuweke time ile yenye watu unajua watu wako wana watch, sababu si ni live yako.
Yeah. My normal time
kwa nini unafaa kwenda uangalie wale watu wako wanakujanga saa ngapi wengi.
My normal time is 7:30, and that is what I will
basi tunafaa tuzoee tu hiyo tu. Si una compromise ni ile time unaangalia yenye time unajua azin. Ndio venye nasema.
Yeah, I understand. Naelewa. Yeah,
Sababu
but
kama mimi hapa
uh-huh.
kama acha tu nisikudanganye, kama mimi hapa saa hizi nisikudanganye, mimi najua kuna watu sikuwatumia hii link sababu sikuwa najua ni nini itakuja, but sasa jo ni story ni poa. Pia mimi nataka kuanza podcast na nitaanza December, nitakuwa na podcast. Sasa sijui sasa hizi vitu za podcast naanza na nilikuwa nataka kwanza na marafiki za watoto wangu wanakuanga na mastori juzi discrimination wameenda wamechapa mtoto wa Msomali. Ni watu niombeeni story kuna kwa na story tamu tamu.
Now you see, I told you, nilikwambia kwangu mimi sifanyi eti interview ile serious kama kule kwingine. No, hapa we are just vibing. You come, we vibe as you tell your story. You understand? As you tell your journey. Yeah. Exactly, because I want it to be simple, but at the same time we are getting something out of it.
Yeah.
And it's also a good way to start your own, because I remember when I was hosted by Goga, hapo sasa ndo mimi sasa nilipata ile hata morali ya kuendelea pia kufanya live stream zangu. So out of this unaweza kupata hata content. Acha nimeulizwa kuhusu mambo ya racism. I can talk
by the way sana.
Yeah, I can talk about racism. Shaona. Alafu pia I'm glad the fact that umekubali kuja, because there are people wenye nilikuwa nikiwaambia like, I want to host you on my channel, wanafikiri labda ni interview yenye itakuwa sijui itakuwa vipi. So you see, it's been simple one.
It's easy, it's an easy interview, and then someone get engaged. It's something that is happening. It's not something that it doesn't happen. It's not something that is new. You're asked something that has happened. So it's so easy. It flows. The interview, even it doesn't feel like it's like a storytelling. It's just like storytelling,
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's very interesting, by the way. But you have to be listening to people's stories to understand. You cannot come and just unakuja katikati and then you expect to understand everything. You have to from the beginning. That's the reason why mi napenda podcast, because podcast you have continuation, but when you have stories sometimes you can leave them in a suspense. So maana mi napenda
Yeah, so I'll be ending in the next 2.5 minutes. Yeah, nilikuwa napiga hizo story. I was waiting for it to clock 2.5 hours. Yeah, ndo maana ulikuwa unaona najaribu kupiga hizo story, but I'm glad vile umekubali kukuja. For you've made history to be on the panel for the first time on my channel.
Tunafanya last week. Ona Dida nimeanza ona venye nimekuanza kuwa mweupe. Winter baridi. Sasa mimi nitakuwa mweupe. Sasa kama sasa niko mweupe hivi, Dida nitakuwa mweupe aje tena. Sasa
yeah, so mimi pia this is my first I've been on other people live streams. Kwangu pia kuna watu wamejoin panel, but ilikuwa tu ni a normal live stream, but ile one-on-one, like to have a guest, a proper guest, you are the first. Yeah, so na hii segment pia okay, I'm still trying to look for a good a good name for it. So you need the journey, or tell your story with Dida, or safari segment, something like that. Nitapata tu, nikipata nita edit ili itakuwa inaenda hivyo, but I'm glad nimeanza na wewe.
Hiyo ni poa. Hata sasa hizi hapa kwenye kompyuta ndo naona venye mtu anaweza join kwa membership. Sasa hizi ndo naona hapa kwa kompyuta yangu inaonyesha, lakini si kwa simu yangu. Sasa hizi naona, lakini sijui venye nitalipa, lakini nitaangalia venye nitalipa. Because kuna watu manze nafaa niwe na membership, manze ni watu wako very supportive kwa life yangu.
Sawa sawa, mimi nimeshukuru tu sana. I really appreciate your time.
Uko na 23 likes. Kwani watu wengi walikuja aje na sikuwaona?
Yeah, so I really appreciate your time.
Asanteni, pia mimi nashukuru.
Sharing your story.
Unajua kupiga story na wewe ni fun. Unakumbuka mara ya kwanza venye nilipiga na story venye nilienjoy ma stories za Kenya. Yani it's a rewarding purpose, a feeling, a nice feeling, you know? You feel so full.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's a nice feeling, yeah. So I'm happy, and I'm looking forward on Saturday. Guys, come. It's going to be more hotter.
Huko ndo najua it's juicy.
Ni watu msiona ati mtu anavaa hapa ati mnaona ati anavaa Gucci mnaanza kusema ati ana pesa. Hebu niacheni nivae, sababu kuna wakati nilikuwa hata imani nilikuwa Dida nikakupeleka kwenye nilanga glasi zangu za kwanza, hata niko nazo, nitakuonesha kila, yani nita make sure yani kwa channel yangu nimuonesha watu kila kitu ndio watu wana respect. Wakiniona wasiniulize why am I bragging. Si bragging, ni kwa kujiappreciate. Sometimes you don't know how to appreciate, because sisi nikakufa nitazikwa tu na t-shirt fulani nini simple trouser ama dress, lakini mimi wacheni mimi nikakufa, mimi sitaki kuvalishwa nini skirt, sababu mtu atanikula haraka sana, wanivalishe tu trouser na socks.
Utaacha hizo. Okay, sawa. On Saturday
tutaongea kwa WhatsApp.
Itakuwa poa.
Naona filter huyo.
Maria, come on Saturday. Unaona hizo story ndo tutaanzia hapo on Saturday, because Sunday will be my day off, so I can go even past the normal time. Yeah. So let's end it at that. At that. And thank you all in the chat. Thank you all in the chat for coming, for staying with us, for listening to our sister's story, and I hope you'll come in large numbers. Tell a friend that on Saturday we'll be here for part 2. Maria, wewe Esther Gasheru, karibu Esther Gasheru. Nimeona Esther. Okay.
Na comment ile naona kwa maana hapa sioni comment, sasa naangalia kwenye channel nyingine yangu.
Sawa my dear. Ukuwe na usiku mwema na asante sana kwa kila kitu. We meet all.
Mimi nashukuru pia. Mimi soon nikianza nitawaleta hata unfiltered lazima nitamleta. Unfiltered anapenda umbea wangu. Yaani kwa wacha sasa hata nikiandika na kuja na story unfiltered akosaji huyu. Anapenda umbea. Anapenda kusikiza wale watu walinitesa. Kwanza kuna jamaa fulani alikujanga mlevi akacomment akafikiri kama sanjua notice. Nikamwambia unfiltered unajua huyu ni nani? Namjua ni nani. Unfiltered alikuanga amecheka. Kaniambia hiyo time nilikuanga na ball. Kuna hata nitu sababu unfiltered anapenda umbea huyu unfiltered huyu.
Huyo namjua huyo.
Yaani ulikuwa umejificha sasa venye umesikia tu sitaki kuzikwa bila tuza nisikiliwa na mtu unacheka.
Kuna siku tutakuwa na a collective vibe. Tutamleta unakuwa hapa na mwingine tunajaza hivi.
Inafaa hivyo. Mwanzo yani ni fun. Unajua huku kama sasa unaona mimi niko peke yangu na watoto. Kama sasa naenda kulala, kesho sina shule. Nimeshamaliza presentation yangu ya shule ile nilikuwa nakwambia nimeenda kufanya, nikamaliza na nikapita. So sinaona sasa night yangu iko tu poa, niko tu kesho nalala mpaka saa 4 ama saa 5. So iko hivyo. Lakini kesho naenda kwa daktari wa meno. Sijui kama watakubali nichukue video, lakini hawakubalingi huku. Ningewachukulia video huko muone venye watu wanatengeneza meno.
So unauliza wakikuruhusu
watu wanakwanga wameandika huko kwa nini kwa nini zao. Wanaandikanga kamera, wanachoranga kamera alafu imeandikwa X. Mwajinga sana.
Sawa sawa. Maria anasema
Unfiltered, mbona
mwacheni mimi
unfiltered?
tuendeni home, watu wakosa mmalizi. Haya,
Tumalizane.
tumaliza basi.
Haya,
Kwaheri.
kwaheri. Haya, bye.
Haya, bye.
Unfiltered.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you so much for your time. That was our guest, Shiroh Wa Sweden. If you're not connected to Shiroh Wa Sweden, please go connect with her, Shiroh Wa Sweden 24. That's the name of her channel. We've done this as part one of her story. On Saturday, we'll have part two of her story. So please tell a friend to tell a friend that we have part two of this story, and I hope you've learned something from her story and you learn even more on part two. Thank you guys for your time. May God bless you. May God see you through. May God answer all the desires of your heart. May God keep you safe until we meet on Saturday. Bye. Bye. Niache.